I would recommend Attorney Lewis and anyone contacting Attorney Lewis or the firm, anyone in this firm, to look over their case. I was a client of Attorney Jim Lewis because I had a malpractice case that required where I had surgery, total hysterectomy, and during the total hysterectomy, the doctor nicked my urethra. So I was out for most of the school year, and it was a really crucial time because I had just moved to Hampton, and I had just started working for my school division in September. So to be out in November until April was really hard. So I felt that I should look into it. I went to another law firm who told me that it was just acceptable complications, but it wasn't acceptable complications to me. So I looked further into other lawyers, and I picked Attorney Jim Lewis from his website. A picture came up of Attorney Jim Lewis. I clicked on the site, and I listened to some of the videos that were on there of Jim talking, and a couple of people were talking on the video. And I read about one of the cases that was similar to mine. So I decided to do a live chat. A box comes up and I did a live chat. And I typed in exactly what happened to me from beginning to end. And the next thing I know, I got an email from Jim himself and saying that he would like to meet with me. And he met with me ASAP. And he said that it will be a case that he's willing to take. And I had all my medical records already in advance from the first attorney that I went to. So I brought all my medical records. He looked over everything, and I was near the statute of limitations, very close. I was in months within the statute of limitation. And he knew this, so he acted right away. When I left, he told me he was going to file an extension so he can have time to look at the case, get the expert witnesses, and do everything that he needed to do for the case. And he informed me that he had several other cases that the same thing happened. And it was just that it was done through liposcopic, and mine was through a surgical incision. He always called me to keep me in touch. Actually, he had to call me several times because I wasn't the one keeping in touch. And he said he wanted to hear from me more. He wanted me to be a squeaky wheel. So I felt like I was bothering the law firm and him, but he really wanted me to call, to keep in contact and keep lines of communication open. They were really personable. They always showed respect on the phone. They always got right back to me. So I would recommend Attorney Lewis to anyone that had a malpractice case for any reason it may be. Even if you're not sure if it's one, I would recommend that you contact the firm and have someone look over your records, because you may have one. You don't know that you have one because you might be like me and say, okay, this was an acceptable complication, because I guess acceptable complications mean that it's happening so often, now it's acceptable. But just because these accidents are happening so often doesn't mean that they're acceptable.
If you or someone you know has suffered a serious personal injury, please feel free to contact us by going to our website or calling our 1-800 number.